Have you ever found yourself with so many ideas to the point where you don't actually know where to start? You find yourself feeling overwhelmed and there's just so much going on, and you're the ambitious person, you're the ambitious woman who just wants to go, 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 and really takes themselves on every idea. You start something and then a new idea pops in, and then you leave this thing and then you start doing this thing, and then you get an even better idea, and then you leave this thing and now you're doing this thing, and now you're juggling 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 different things at once, and now you start to feel overwhelmed, and at some point you just give up or you get totally burnt out because you were doing too much at the same time. Now, there is a feminist movement out there that says you can have it all, you can have your cake and eat it too. But I'm here to tell you that you can have it all, just not at the same time. At least if you care about your mental health and you care about your well-being. And I am speaking to myself as I say this because I'm so guilty of wanting to do everything. And if this year has taught me anything, it's taught me that you need to slow down. And I am one of those people who I'm extremely ambitious. I have so many cool ideas happening. Like my brain, once I think of one idea, like my brain is rapid fire. Like I now have 10 ideas within a space of 10 minutes. And for a long time, I allowed myself to just go with the flow and be this creative being that I'm supposed to be. But I found myself really slowing down and unfocused sometimes because there was just too much going on and I was balancing a lot of things at the same time. And because of that, I was jack of all trades, master of none. So if that sounds familiar, stay tuned because we're talking about it. What do you do when you're ambitious and you have so many things you want to do, so many things on your plate, but you're tired? Or you just can't do it anymore. And funnily speaking, I was having a conversation with my mum because I was blaming my mum. I said, you made me like this. You made me ambitious and an overachiever and spread myself thin because my mum, and I know she watches my video, so hello mama, hi. My mum is extremely ambitious and I grew up seeing my mum like do so much to the point that it overwhelmed me. But she just did it, and like she'd be knackered by the end of the day. She'd be absolutely exhausted, but she just has always done a lot. So by nature, I watched it growing up. So she nurtured me. I don't know if it's a nature versus a nurture thing, and I just grew up doing lots of things. And this year I realized it's actually not getting me anywhere. So I've purposely been trying to slow down. Yes, I'm still ambitious. Yes, I still want things done. Yes, I still have goals and I have things that I want to achieve, but I can't do it all. And even saying that, really, like, I have a lump in my throat because for a long time, I've thought I can do it all. No, I can't. I can do it all, but I can't do it all at the same time. I can't be spinning 20 wheels all at the same time, and that's okay. So if you're like me, you're ambitious, it's time to slow down and really focus. So going into this new year, I'm more about slowing all the way down and focusing on a few things and really putting my attention into those few things. Because yes, I might have got a lot of things done in the previous years, but the quality wasn't to the standard that I wanted it to be. And I was burnt out in the process. And it was just ended up being a miserable process to some things because I just needed to get it done. I just had to get it through the finish line. So I didn't enjoy some of the processes because I was just rushing to the end goal to start something else. So this year coming is a completely different year with a completely different strategy. And that's one of the benefits about sitting down and reflecting. How was the year? What worked? What didn't work well? Because you're able to identify and self-reflect on your learnings, on what you want to do differently in the new year. New year is a new strategy. New year is a new chance to try something else and try something different. So if you've got something in your life that hasn't necessarily been working well, but you keep doing it every year, you know it's not working. Why are you doing it again? You can re-strategize. And that's the strategy that I'm going into with this new year, is not having 10 things and 10 balls that I'm juggling. I'm focusing on fewer goals in order to achieve my goal. And I'm going to promote this book right here, which is the 12-week year, which is something that I've been reading, and something that I'm implementing in this year. So this is called the 12-week year, Get More Done in 12 Weeks Than Others Do in 12 Months. And it's by Brian P. Morgan. and Michael Lennington. And I love this book. I absolutely love it. I've listened to it and I've read it and I'm reading it again. But essentially the 12-week year is a productivity method. It's a way of life, which essentially, you know how we have 12 months and we plan our goals for the 12 months and then no one really does anything. And then when it comes to October, everybody's rushing towards their goals because there's a deadline. Realistically speaking, people set goals and then they think, oh, I've got 12 months. That's a lot that can happen. So you don't achieve them in January, you know you've got Feb. You don't achieve it in March, you know you've got April. You don't achieve it in April, you know you've got May. But the 12-week year essentially reduces the year to 12 weeks. So instead of 52 weeks, you've got 12 weeks. Your year is 12 weeks. You've got one quarter. So it can start at any point, but obviously I'm starting from the 1st of January. You start and that is your year. So you don't set 10,000 different goals. You set 3 goals for yourself that you want to achieve in those 10 weeks. Yes, you have your wider yearly goal. So for example, if I wanted to lose 15 kgs in this year, now that can sound really overwhelming if I just say I've got all this to lose. But then using this 12-week method, I say, okay, my overall goal is to lose 15 kgs, but in these next 12 weeks, I'm going to lose 5 kgs. And how am I going to do that? And then you break it down even further. In order to lose 5 kg in the next 12 weeks, you work backwards. I'm going to have to drink more, 2 to 3 liters of water. I'm going to have to do my 10,000 steps. I'm going to have to do strength training three times a week. And focus more on my nutrition and eating more vegetables and getting my protein in. So you see this difference between I want to lose 15 kgs in the year to I've got 12 weeks, I want to lose 5 kgs and I've got the strategy to do it. I've got these 4 or 5 things, drinking more water, moving my body more, and tracking what I'm eating and eating more protein. The one who has 15 kgs to lose is possibly not going to lose it because it's just like an airy-fairy goal with no deadline. And what the 12 week does is 12 weeks is not a long time at all by any standards. It's long enough to achieve something, but not long enough to procrastinate. And what the 12-week year really does is to remove excuses, remove procrastination, and actually like just giving you very specific things to do. So I've created a Notion template out of it, which I've been using. And fun fact, I was actually using it this morning for my mum when we were setting goals for the year. So let me know if you want me to do a video on how I use the 12-week method to plan out my goals and how you can use it as well. If anybody wants it, I guess I can create a free template. It's honestly so easy. So instead of getting burnt out and having too many ideas, you're really honing in on 3 ideas, maximum 4. A maximum of 4 things that you're going to do over the next 12 weeks and focusing on those things. And I think I'll actually do a separate video on the 12-week year, but no, many ideas won't get you anywhere. You can park those ideas. So you can say, in this quarter, I'm going to focus on these 3 things. And then after that quarter, I'm going to see what other ideas I have and focus on those once I finish this. So therefore, you're not getting overwhelmed. You're not getting burnt out. You're not ending up doing nothing because you've got yourself in a twist and now you don't actually know what to do. So you're just watching Netflix and eating ice cream. I'm not judging anyone who does that. I may or may not have done that in the past. Hey ho. But you have a clear roadmap of what you want to achieve. You've got a roadmap of how you're going to achieve it, and you're going to track your progress over 12 weeks. So you will absolutely increase your productivity by over 50% because it's a goal, or they're goals that have time limits, and you're able to have actions on them, so you're more likely to achieve them. So I'm so excited to start again this 12-week year. I've seen fantastic results in it in the past. So let me know if you want me to show you my Notion template that I use, and I can just create it and put it in the description. And another thing that this book says, which I absolutely love, talks about ambition. Yes, we can be ambitious people and we have all these goals, but actually the goals that are most important are the goals that we execute. Execution is the most important thing. And the reason why we don't grow, or the reason why we don't achieve a lot of our goals is because we just don't execute them. We don't start them. They live in our minds, they live in our heads, they live on, we've planned it for too long, but we never actually execute. So this 12-week method, or this way of working, actually like forces you to work, because you've got your idea, you've got the goal, you've got the strategy, and you just have to do it. So if you've in the recent years found yourself feeling really overwhelmed, not knowing where to start, not knowing what to do, I would absolutely encourage you to have a read or have a listen to this book. I will put the description down below of the Amazon link and where you can get it. You 1.5 speed it. That's 3 hours whilst you're walking or whilst you're cooking, you can listen to it. It is a fantastic book, which I would absolutely recommend, but just take it slow. Take it slow. Set 3 or so goals and just really go deep within those goals, and set yourself that for the next 3 months, the other goals will come. You know, you don't have to spin many different things at once. Focus, focus, focus. Set some specific goals and just focus on those 3 goals, up to 3. So it can even be 1 if you want. If you really want to focus on 1, focus on 1. But up to 3 goals, focus on those things, and stop trying to overwhelm yourself, because it doesn't do anything. It's not going to get you anywhere. Just focus, take some time to really identify what do you want, and not hopping on the latest trend or what this person's doing. Just because this person is doing it doesn't mean you need to do it. You've got your goals. Identify what your goals are, and be so streamlined and be so tunnel visioned on your goals, and really, really focus on those, and not jump, skip, hopping onto the next thing. So let me know in the comments below, what are you going to be doing differently? What are you implementing that's different? And are you, or were you rather, a person that juggles too many things at once? And what are you going to do differently? I don't know who quoted it, but there is a saying that says doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is called insanity. So have you been insane in doing the same thing and expecting different results? How about you try something new? Try it with me. I'm on this journey of this new 12-week year, and I'm super excited, and I might even just show you some of my goals that I'm doing this year. Let me know in the comments below if it's something that you would like, because I found that in the past I'd get overwhelmed because I wasn't really sure what I was supposed to be doing. I see people doing new year, new me, setting their goals, but actually, like, how do you set goals, and how do you track them, and how do you know if they're specific enough? Because if you've got airy fairy goals, you're less likely to achieve them. So let me know, and I will probably maybe do a separate video if that's something that you're interested in. So yes, if this has been helpful, comment down below and let me know what you're working on, and also subscribe. Thank you lots, and see you in my next video.